Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Kate, or I go by Always More Gaming here on YouTube, and today we are continuing Untitled Goose Game. I'll be honest, I don't know what I was thinking because that was not how I was going to start this, do the intro. But anyways, we're picking up where we left off. We are headed out. That was a dead end, so we're going the other way. It's probably very obvious. This is a voiceover because OBS has kind of been a jerk and likes to crash my computer a lot lately. And like I went to record this video and it fully like crashed the entire computer, like blue screened it, like it was bad. Anyways, really quick, to do. Break the broom, trap the boy in the phone booth, make the boy wear the wrong glasses, make someone buy their own stuff back. Yeah, there was more to that. But, apparently when OBS crashed, it, like, disconnected my Bluetooth headphones and my microphone. But it left, like, it still had my, my plug-in headphones, which is why you guys have audio for the game. So I was like, well, do I try this again? But then I was like, well, then and even now, like, my reactions aren't going to be real, but we're going to try it. So we once again are able to be a complete menace, naturally. Well, I'm trying to get these glasses away from the shopkeeper. The shopkeeper is a freaking pain in the butt. And the little boy's just absolutely terrified of me. I traumatize him 100%. But I have to get him to wear different glasses. And I immediately spotted the glasses rack. And I was like, there's my glasses. So I'm trying to really skirt the shopkeeper here. But I just... And like, I'm being a little bit extra. Like, I'm like, I have to take it all the way over here. Because otherwise, she's going to see them. But now I have to figure out how to get this little boy's glasses off him already, because if I get too close, even though the little boy doesn't do anything, like, Mr. Goose here startles back. So I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do. I think I'm supposed to untie his shoelaces. Clearly cannot do that while he's running, but I saw he had a toy plane, and one of the things is that he has, like, make someone buy back their own thing. So I was like, well, what if I put the toy in the shop and she makes him buy the toy back? Then apparently the shop lady likes to shoo you out with a broom. Well, one of my objectives is to break a broom, and I was like, why not give that a try now? Grab a hold of that sucker, and it popped right off. Then we had to scare the little boy and trap him in the phone booth, which I did. I won't lie, I found this section of the game way easier than the garden. But I've trapped him in the phone booth, and I also need to somehow get on TV. So, realizing that we're right next to a TV shop, naturally, I got very excited when I saw that the TV shop person came out to rescue the little boy, because I got to be on TV. Well, the goose here got to be epic on TV. I got shooed out of the TV store though. So, on to my my next mission. The little boy is still trapped in the phone booth because shopkeeper or TV shop person got very distracted by me. I also cannot pick up the soccer ball. I was kind of hoping I could pop it. Didn't work. Yeah, I guess I'm just trying to figure my way around things at the moment. I need to go shopping. So I need, like, toilet paper. I need to put it all in the basket. That's apparently not what I'm doing right now. I think I'm going back for him with the glasses though. But then he runs back in the phone booth, and then he closes himself back in, and so I'm like, well, great, now I can't do anything until she comes to let him out again. So I'm gonna go shopping instead. I'm actually really surprised that the shop lady never realized that I took off with her basket. But I did. I took off with it, rattling the whole way, made it actually pretty decent ways away. Then I realized there's a whole second area of this map off to the right. Didn't even realize it, and I made the brilliant discovery of walkie-talkies. There are walkie-talkies. I feel like I should have been able to do more with the walkie-talkies, because if you honk, it honks through one of them and comes out the other. Brilliant, right? So my first natural instinct is I'm gonna go scare the crap out of this child, because why not give him some more trauma to make him permanently afraid of geese? So I put this thing down over here. But then, even as I'm running back, I'm like, even if I use this, I won't be able to see him get scared. I'm too far away. But I'm gonna try anyways. So I go back for the second walkie-talkie, which takes us a hot second. There we go. I also used to have a little, like, table and chairs just like that when I was growing up. These little, like, plastic yellow chairs. My table was white and blue, though, so not super the same. But I'm honking through the radio, through the walkie-talkie, trying to get a reaction, and just none of them really care. Like, they're curious about it, and they'll go to investigate, and I feel like that might have been a way to, like, lure, like, characters certain places, but that's not how I used it. I used it to traumatize a child. Because what else would you use a walkie-talkie for? Like, even the TV shop person was coming out to see what was going on. I think at this point, I'm trying to scare him back into the shop so he realizes that the shop lady has his toy, but he just keeps running away the wrong direction. So I'm kind of he's heading back this way. I'm like, I'm gonna let him see where he goes. Walks into the shop, notices his plane, and is like, oh, that's mine. I'm gonna take it. Well, the shop lady is obviously not very happy about that, and he has to pay for his own thing back. I will say, for this child being as scared of geese as he is, I almost expected him to kind of like be like, okay, never mind, you can keep it. I didn't expect him to cough up the money or argue with her. I would not have. I honestly probably would have just like, okay, fine. So now I'm gonna go shopping. I need a toothbrush, toilet paper, hairbrush, tin food, cleaner, and then fruit and vegetables. And I had a heck of a time finding the stinking toothbrush. However, I do realize, well, I guess I'm not to that point yet, but I come up, she sees me, walks up to me, holds eye contact with me, and I still think it's a good idea to take off with the toilet paper. See? I'm still like, here we go. I had a feeling I wasn't going to get very far with that. So, gave up on the shopping for the moment. Have gone back to, I'm going to make this kid fall and hopefully switch out his glasses. Corners himself. But that gives me the opportunity to untie one of his shoes. And the way he, like, flops and, like, the music cuts out, I find very amusing. It was very comedic. Had to get rid of his glasses naturally. I'm just trying to help him look a little snazzier, okay? Like, given these cool shades, he's gonna look great. So he puts them on. And apparently he doesn't notice that he's no longer wearing his prescription eyewear, just these, radical shades. I did get a new to-do item. I completely ignored this said new to-do item because I'm too busy enjoying running off with the tape gun. Yeah, so I'm pretty sure I go back to shopping right about now. There's my other item. Trap the shopkeeper in the garage. I'll be honest though, I didn't pay any attention to that at first. I just happened to notice, oh my god, there's a garage open. Can I trap, can I close the door? Not even trap anybody, but just can I close the door? I trapped myself in the garage at first. I'm like, well, crap, 'cause that's not what I intended to do. That's not beneficial to me at all. I am now stuck in said garage. Cannot get out. I'm clearly upset. So, naturally, the shopkeeper lady comes to investigate because she hears me honking from inside the garage. Lets me out, goes after her tape gun all the way on the other side of the map, which I found kind of amusing. But now I'm like, well, if I can trap people in here, I'm a trap the shopkeeper lady. So I bring one of her, like, spring onions or whatever it is in there, trap her. It's great. Time to go shopping. So, looking for some stuff, taken off with some things. There was my item. Trapped the shopkeeper in the garage. I got me a carrot. Because, duh. Also, this is when I noticed that she drew a very obscure drawing of me. I look like one of the, if any of you ever played Webkins growing up, tell me that doesn't look like a Google. Do you remember what those are? Like, they were kind of like these duck-like creatures, but they, like, were flat with just 2 feet. And they were called Googles, and you could get them in pink or in white. I never had a Google Webkin, but I remember them vividly. So I'm continuing to shop. Now I'm wanting to put her back in the garage because I'm like, if I can get her back in the garage, I can continue to do my shopping in peace. So I'm trying to lure her into the garage, but she doesn't really seem to care that she's got produce just sitting on the floor unless I am holding said produce. But then she gets me trapped and she gets out of the door before I can get out the door because I'm kind of hard to maneuver. So I keep trying. Got to get her back in here. She doesn't care if I don't have it. I have to be holding it for her to actually give a crap. So I honk. Got to get her attention. She still doesn't care. Hold it. Now she wants it. And now I trap her in the garage. So I'm after my other things. I tried to put an onion in the basket. If I remember right, it doesn't go in the basket. The toilet paper being the first or the second thing I put in there made it very difficult to put other things in there. I tried. Hairbrush. I do pick up the hairbrush, but I'm trying to look around for this toothbrush. Cannot find the toothbrush. I would expect if it was anywhere, it'd probably be next to the hairbrush. It's not. Try to put the toothbrush in here, or the hairbrush. Again, it's not wanting to really go in there because the toilet paper takes up so much freaking room. So then I realized, I'm like, okay, she got out some other way. She must have come out the side door. Then I noticed the trash can. I'm like, I'm tip it over. And lo and behold, there is said toothbrush. Just, I get my toothbrush out of the trash can, but it fits a lot better in my cart or in my little basket, so that's okay. Then I'm wondering, okay, I need fruit and vegetables, and I already have a carrot, so does the apple core count as the fruit? I don't know, it was already crossed out. So now I'm like, okay, well, I need tinned food, I need cleaner, and I need, actually, I think that's it. Trying to get her back in the garage so that I can continue shopping in peace. Have once again trapped her, and now I am on the lookout for cleaner and for tinned food. I feel like the garden tools there on the crate should have been used somewhere. They weren't. But you know, I've got my tinned food. Drop it. There you go. And now I'm going back for the cleaner. The cleaner's location makes no sense to me because it is right next to the canned food. And I'm like, that is a really weird place to put cleaner. But that's where it was. That's what this is. It is cleaner of some kind. With a leaf on the front. For, you know, that natural fresh scent. And now I've gone shopping. So I've wrapped up everything. But the thing is, we're only like 13, 14 minutes into the video. What else am I supposed to do? So I'm trying to think of what might be on the like the to do as well list. I'm like, there's other stuff to do because I locked the gardener out of his garden, and that happened to be on the to do as well list. So like this secret list that I won't tell you what's actually on it. So now I'm trying to figure out what I'm supposed to do because it's not telling me. And now I'm just confused. I'm like, the video's too short. I don't want to end it here. I want to go do something else. But then the question is, what am I to do? What else am I supposed to do? So, like any good gamer does, I looked at the wiki. Actually, it's not a wiki, okay? It's the IGN article. But it's an article that tells me, like, extra things to do. Now, I'll be honest, I haven't actually looked that up yet. I'm still trying to figure out things to do. So then I'm like, I'm gonna grab the trash can lid and hone my inner, you know, Goose satellite. My Goose satellite. again, first thought, I'm going to go traumatize the child. And so that's what I do. I go looking for him with my trash can lid and scare him into a corner. Then my hope was I'm going to make him fall in the water. So I drop the lid. I go up behind him. I untie his shoes, hoping that like maybe that'll be a secret achievement, is to make the boy fall in water. It was not. I was very disappointed. But the way that he like smacks on the concrete and then the water, like the music just cuts for a second. Oh, actually, no, it wasn't to do as well. Never mind. Hey, that was a thing. I did it. But now I'm like, okay, what else? Because there's a lot of things here. Surely there's something else for me to do. That cut there, that was me looking up the website or looking up the article. There's other things for me to do. What's the first one? Now I don't even remember. Oh, it's to make the shop scales go ding. So now I'm trying to stack things onto the shop scale with the shop lady running around and chewing me out because there's a lot of unnecessary Goose hatred. And then I realized that she'd found my basket and was slowly putting things back. But I don't care. I'm just trying to make the scale go ding. And in the process, I am knocking off everything that I'm trying to stack on it. Quite annoying. Quite frustrating. So now I'm totally over Miss Shop Lady and luring her back into her garage with another onion, which works because I'm holding her onion, and how dare I. I get stuck. I didn't think I was actually gonna make it out there for a second. I did. She's trapped. I'm going back to weighing my things. This was actually kind of difficult because it's a very small scale. And I'm trying to stack like a bunch of stuff on it to make it, you know, hit the ding. And then I start grabbing the wrong stuff. And I'm like, well, the baby probably would have worked, but the baby doll was too heavy. And that's not what I meant to grab. And by about now, she gets free. And so now I'm just scrambling, well, not quite yet. But I'm starting to scramble, knowing that she's coming around. See, there she is. And I'm trying to make it ding. And it's not dinging. And everything keeps falling off. And I'm like, I don't know how I'm supposed to do this. Maybe I can put the toilet paper on. Like, maybe the toilet paper is enough. I can't do this with her right there. So let's lure her back into the garage with yet another onion. And she has yet to pick up the other 2 onions that are still in the garage. So she's now down all of her onions. They are all in the garage along with her. So back to my task, I need to make this thing go ding. So I'm trying to put the toilet paper on it. It's not working. I'm trying to put the toy on it. It's not working. All of a sudden, the thing dings. So I accept it as it is, and I move on to my next task, which is, I want to say, putting an umbrella on TV, which I actually really struggled with this task at first because I was trying to get the boy into the phone booth, because if you actually don't keep him cornered there, he will turn around and come back out. Then I'm taking, like, I went to grab an umbrella. The umbrella opened, so then you can't move it if it's open. Then I went to grab another one while I'm trying to get the Goose arranged in the TV shop. The umbrella opens again, and turning on the TV at that point doesn't count. I have to open it while the TV is already on. My first thought, though, was that there was an umbrella already in the shop. There was not. You have to get it from the lady's shop next door. You know, like the street store. So I get shooed out of the TV store, shop, whatever you want to call it. I feel like I've said store and shop a bajillion times so far. But anyways, I've been shooed out. Now I'm trying to think, how the heck am I supposed to get an umbrella in here, because there's no umbrella in here. And again, I'm not realizing at the moment that there's umbrellas next door until ta-da. So naturally I'm like, I want the colorful pretty one, but I don't want to do it with the shop lady around, so I'm gonna trap her again. I feel like there should have eventually been like a mechanism set up to keep me from repeatedly trapping the poor lady in her garage. There's not, though, and she's once again trapped. So I take off with, well, I try to take off with the rainbow umbrella. It doesn't work because I accidentally open it. So then I'm like, well, I'm gonna go with this pretty maroon one. I bring it all the way around. I get it set up right outside this shop door. I'm setting everything up. I'm gonna, scare this child into the phone booth again. I'm gonna get this all all worked out. It's gonna happen. He gets stuck on the umbrella. Then again, I don't keep him cornered there. I try to walk away. He calls the shop lady. I'm fully prepared to drag my umbrella in, and then I open it. And again, doesn't count. I don't realize this yet though, so I'm trying to push the umbrella into the shop. Again, and I mean, I actually get it in there. I glitch through it, but I get it in there, but it still doesn't count because I have to open the umbrella on, I go up and over it. It's great. Doesn't count. I have to open the umbrella on the shop, and I can't close it. I can just drag it. So I once again get scared out. And now I'm going back for my third and final attempt with the third and final umbrella. This time, don't even care to try and scare the lady off. I'm just going for it. So I take the umbrella, I drag it over, I get it set up. The shop lady realizes that, well, there's an umbrella in here that I don't want. I gotta get behind the kid so he scares in the correct direction. Which he doesn't. He goes running into the corner. And I think if his glasses hadn't been there to stop him, for him to be like, oh hey, those are mine, he probably would have continued to run. So here I am trying to run back to the umbrella, and he seems to think, oh, well, now's a good time to play with my ball. I go to run away again. He turns around to come out. I scare him back in, realizing I have to, sit on him to get him to lock himself in there. He finally does so, and I am able to now bring an umbrella that I am carefully dragging by the tip of it so that I don't accidentally open it. I drag it into the shop, once it is clear, of course. Drag it into the shop, even with the TV lady watching me. Position it, flip that sucker on, open it up. I'm genius. Brilliant. Smartest goose ever. Okay, so I've done a couple of things. Now I'm like, what else is there to do? The shop lady is also realizing that her umbrellas are mysteriously gone. So one of the things on the to do as well list is to actually steal 5 flowers. And I was very confused about this. I'm like, steal 5 flowers? I don't see flowers anywhere. Turns out there's like 1 flower in like every level, I guess, that you're supposed to somehow collect. And I'm like, well, I'm not doing that. So we just kind of moved on from that. And then the last thing is to actually trap the boy in the garage. So right now I'm looking at my list, trying to figure out again, how am I going to do the flower thing? And upon realizing that that is not worth my time, I'm going to commit to trapping the child in the garage because I haven't scared him enough so far. I need to do it some more. So my idea was, well, I'll just put his plane in the garage. Surely that will, lure him out. Hopefully, I just don't want the shopkeeper lady to catch me again and make him buy it back. Because that's just going to take extra time, and I don't need it to do that. And I was actually really scared she was going to look over and see me and come running after me because I, supposedly would have stolen one of her items. But she didn't actually care. She wasn't paying me any attention. So I'm like, perfect. Now's my chance. I go after the child, and I start to scare him towards the garage. I thought this would be actually a lot harder than it was. It wasn't. I just chase him and he actually goes in the garage all on his own. Not even because he sees the airplane. He just goes in there himself. Runs right on in. So I don't hesitate to yank the string, trap him in there. I am brilliant. Honk honk. He is now trapped, banging on the door, and of course the shopkeeper's like, well, I need to investigate that because what the heck's going on? So she goes to let him out. Because heaven forbid we leave him trapped in there, Then I go out this way and I realize that this is actually how you get to the next level, and I don't want to do that just yet. So that's where I'm going to end the video here. I didn't like doing this as a voiceover, but I also am not in the mood to replay the level, so I apologize if this sucked. Thank you guys so much for watching. Sims channel, Twitter, down in the description. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye, guys.